Hi everyone and welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda Kelly from Rhonda's Readings. So welcome. I'm coming to you at 7 p.m. on the 17th of August 2022. So hi. Apologies for not doing my live last week. But anyway, that life just happens, doesn't it? So here I am. I'm still in Queensland, still on holidays, obviously doing my live. I'm still obviously doing some readings. I just only if you contact me, I'm not sort of advertising it. But how is everyone? It looks like I've got, oh, hi Jen, hello. You can come at this time slot. That's awesome. Awesome, beautiful. So hi Jen, hi Teresa, hi Rimsha, hi Robert. So I've got a few other people looking by the watching by the look of it, but that's okay. I can't see who you are until you comment. I'm actually house sitting at the moment, so if I have to leave, it's because I need to let the dog out or something like that. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, I am well, thank you. So I've obviously been on holidays in Queensland. Hopefully, you've had a chance to look at my live. So this is Nala, the dog. You can't see her, but she's just come up for cuddles. Hopefully you had a chance to watch my recent YouTube video I uploaded a couple of days ago. It was from a radio interview I did with 4ZZZ here in Brisbane. So that was last Wednesday, and that was at the moment I'm in the northern part of Gold Coast. I was on the Sunshine Coast last week. I'm going to be in Brisbane at the start of September. That's next month. Yeah. So that's for the so that's for the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival on the 9th to 11th of September. But I'm going to be in Brisbane from the 4th, I believe. So we're going to spend sort of 2 weeks in Brisbane. And then we're actually going to go to Coolangatta. So I'll be available for readings sort of after the 13th of September, sort of that week, the 13th to the 20th in Coolangatta. So there's you're able to have a face-to-face reading with me if you're in Queensland. And Teresa, I know what you're going to ask if I've done any psychic development classes. I haven't actually done any in person in Brisbane just because I've got a lot sort of going on at the moment, but I'm still doing sort of one-on-one remotely. Oh, thank you, Robert. Actually, beautiful. I've got to show that comment because that's just really sweet. I'm rocking my leopard print, and I've also got a snake necklace that I got just, when you're on holidays, you go to markets and you think, oh, that's a nice top or that's nice, whatever. So, yeah, that's basically what I've done. So I will probably, I will be doing my live still. I haven't worked out if I'll do one sort of next week or take a week off kind of thing. Yeah, so I'll still be sort of doing lives from time to time, and I've put my website up, so you can obviously still connect with me through my website, Rhonda's Readings. But how is everyone? So Jen, it's wonderful to see you. Someone said, please give us link StreamYard. Well, no, I'm not going to do that because that means you'll come online with me, and I don't want that because I don't know who you are. So, so it's just me. So you can connect with me through my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. And if you'd like to have a reading, then you've obviously got to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching from Facebook, you've got to like and share my Facebook video. And that you can do that through my Facebook page, Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, or my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings. Yeah, Married with Children. Look, I didn't like that show actually, so I'm not happy about that. I just thought I'd wear something a bit different. Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't actually know that. I mean, I've never I think when I was early 20s and went clubbing, I had a leopard miniskirt or something like that. But yeah, I'm not really drawn to it, but I just, if I see it, I think, oh, that's nice, I'll get that. All right, so Jen's asked when will I be back in Melbourne. I'm going to Sydney first, so back in Sydney for the October Mind Body Spirit Festival. So that's sort of the end of September. The first weekend in October, I'm going to be in Coffs Harbour for a festival. So that's why we've sort of stayed on holidays here. And then we're going back to Sydney. And then I'll be in Melbourne in November for the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Melbourne. And also, okay, the dog's got a really loud toy and decided to play with that. So if you can hear a rustling, it's like this little pink toy it's got plastic inside or something. Okay, so in answer to that, I've got the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival in November. I've also got, I don't know if you know, Jen, I run my own psychic festivals called Ocean Wings. Yep, lots of rustling. So Ocean Wings Psychic and Spiritual Fair. So on Saturday the 5th of November, I've got one in Sydney at the tram sheds near Glebe. Okay, so she's just given me this toy. This is what the toy is. Oh, okay, she wants to play with that. This is the squeaky dog toy. It's okay, you can have it back. Yep. Okay, so that's what I'm doing on the 5th of November in Sydney. And then I've got the Melbourne MBS in November. And I've also got in Albury, Jen, I've got a psychic fair on a Saturday, Sunday, so the 3rd and 4th of December. So that's going to be nice. It's a psychic fair, but it's also going to have a Christmas theme. If anyone knows of a Santa who would like to dress up and make an appearance, or anything, or a children's face painter, or someone that sells lollies or something like that. If anyone could suggest anyone based in Melbourne or around Albury, that would be amazing. So that's for the 3rd and 4th of December. Yeah, absolutely, Jen. Yeah, I miss you. It was wonderful to meet you in person. But that's just sort of okay. That's sort of my life at the moment, just touring and doing that. It's okay, Nala. She just. Yeah, I wish you could see her. She's just got such a cutest face. But if you do follow my TikTok, Rhonda's Readings, so I'm going to give TikTok another plug. I'm doing a bit of a sort of contest at the moment. So I'm looking after, and it's not a ghost behind me with the blinds moving. It's actually a dog wagging a tail. So I'm doing a TikTok sort of psychic challenge of which pet is psychic. So I'll share that to Facebook as well. But yeah, TikTok Rhonda's Readings, and you'll see the 2 cats and the dog that I'm looking after. And they're absolutely beautiful animals, and they're both black cats, which is pretty cool. You don't have to think that black cats are bad luck or anything like that. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so I'm doing a which animal is psychic, and I've only successfully recorded one. I basically put oracle cards in front of them and, got them to pick one, and when interested, sort of bribe them with food and a few little tricks. So I've worked out a little trick now. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Teresa. I'm so excited for the MBS Festival. My favourite people, Self and Florence King. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, and likewise, like meeting Jen in Melbourne, it was wonderful to meet you in person at the Brisbane MBS, Teresa. And also, I'll just mention Jen's cat. She loves Jen's cat. I'll mention Jen's comment that she loves black cats. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I've just got a mental blank of what I was going to say. Something about you, Teresa. Oh, yes. So I'm also going to be on Psychic TV Australia's live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So that's 8 to 9 p.m. with Harry T. And the other guest psychic, I believe, is Giovanna. I had never actually met her. She's a new person to PTV. So excited to work with her. So that's tomorrow night, Thursday night, the 18th of August. Alrighty, so Let me have a look at some of the comments. I realize I'm probably really confusing people by chopping and changing the times I go on. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So 4 o'clock sort of suited me in terms of sort of sticking to business hours, but I was busy during the day today, so I thought I'll come on at 7 p.m. instead. I do have. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jen. Aren't you beautiful? Alrighty. I do also have something to say just with the trolls and with sort of some people that are not very nice. Just if you do want to book a reading with me, first of all, I never solicit readings. I don't contact you or ask you for bank details, or I don't ask you for to disclose anything about your privacy or your name or address or anything like that. I don't do that. Um, Actually, having said that, my website, when you place an order, you can fill those details in if you want, but that's obviously not shared. So please just have common sense if there are trolls or anything like that that hijack these readings, and ask you for personal information, please report it to Facebook and tell me straight away, and then I'll deal with them. And on a similar note, yeah, if anyone claims to be me or that sort of thing, many of you have got my phone number or your friends on Facebook. Please, if you're contacted by different means, please actually contact me directly and let me know what's happening, or send me a screenshot. I've just had someone trying to pass off as me, and I'm not standing for it. Basically, it's being reported to authorities. But on my website, I've actually got on the homepage, I've got basically a disclaimer saying, check that it's me, and any readings that I do, I make sure are voluntary. People come to me, and you all know my logo as well. I'm Rhonda Kelly, or you know what I look like, and you also know my logo with my rainbow angel wings, like the video at the start. Yeah, so that's basically what I do. All right, so that's my rant over. You can see I'm being very polite. I could call people idiots, that sort of thing. But yeah, just make sure it's me if you want to have a reading with me. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I hadn't actually thought of that, Robert. But yeah, as you know, what I do during the lives is I do psychic readings, and it's just if I'm drawn to you, I'll do a reading for you. Luckily, there's not many people in the room tonight, so I'll probably get to read everyone. And I also do a spiritual sort of book review with oracle cards and that sort of thing. And you'll be pleased to know my art oracle cards that I did a while ago, that I had very mixed reviews, and I felt mixed reviews myself. They were quite interesting cards, and some related and others were a bit sort of ridiculous. But anyway, they're cards you'll be pleased to know that I've used with the pet reading. So it's been quite interesting, but I thought, why not? Well, let's sort of, and actually, and I'm wearing leopard print, so I thought, why not? But yeah, maybe I'll do spirit animal cards next. Yeah, so as during the lives, I do readings, I do spiritual book review, and I do also talk about any spiritual related topics. I'm happy to answer any questions related to psychic development, or how to choose a reader, or how to whatever your question is. It's not a dumb question, so I welcome questions like that as well. But I also ask if there's a topic you'd like to talk about. And also Robert Wilson, Rainbow Rob, he's basically posting. He's basically been giving me questions, which is fantastic. So, Robert, I'm not gonna take credit for it because it's a really good question, but this is a question I'll answer myself, and I'll pose it to you as well. So tonight's chat topic is, what is unique about you? Okay, I'm going to say my life experience is very unique. Just in it's sort of, I feel like I'm a good example of someone who can change the direction of their life just by sheer willpower. And by that, I mean, I am estranged from my family. My family are they're very lower vibration, lower energy. And I did hear a really interesting quote, and I'll have to find it, and I'll have to post it because it was fascinating. But it's basically like, if you constantly have to lower your vibration and, react to people or be on guard or feel like you're going into battle, then that's not healthy. You're never going to grow spiritually or grow in any way yourself. So that was a really good, that it just completely resonated with me for the type of person I am compared to the family that I grew up in. Even things like, my family don't use manners. They don't talk to each other. There's substance abuse, there's alcoholism, there's been a murder, there's been suicide, there's been quite a lot of heavy, volatile crap basically around my family. And I remember when I was about 10, I all of my family were arguing. There's lots of fights. I had to sort of duck and weave to make sure no one fell on me or anything like that. Like, it was awful. It was just, I remember just being the noise. But I remember deciding when I was about 10 that I was going to finish school. I was going to go to uni and I was going to travel the world. And I've done all of those things. So, you can decide to be different. You can decide to, just by sheer will, you can change the direction of your life. Because had I stayed in that environment, I wouldn't have finished school, probably would have ended up a drug addict. I probably would have, I'd probably be really depressed and not married or married to someone of a similar vibration kind of thing. But I made a point of stepping away from that. So that I feel is the answer to your question. Just that's what's unique about me, Robert. Just my life experience and decisions I made at a very young age to change the direction of that. Okay. All right. Well, that was a conversation stopper. Okay, whoever this person is demanding to a StreamYard link, well, you're not going to get it. And if you want to talk to me, you can post a question like everyone else in this room. I'm not going to treat you differently because you are demanding the Facebook link. And if you ask for that Facebook link again, I'm going to block and delete you. So there you go. That's your warning. Yeah, absolutely, Nicole. So you're estranged from relatives. Yeah, definitely lower vibration. So you can, and I've got goosebumps. So you can definitely relate to that. And, it's sort of, and it's amazing how, like when I do readings, sometimes I mean, not sometimes, like I feel the energy of the person in that situation and the energy of people around them. And it's something that happens quite a lot. And literally people decide to just keep reacting, keep in that volatile situation, or they decide to step away. And it's sort of independent of age, or like for me, it was 10. But it's independent of age or that sort of thing. And, it was interesting. Like I had a relationship where I probably for the first time learnt to speak up for myself, like really, no, actually, this is what's on my mind. That's rather than just kind of, oh, I won't bother, you're an idiot. Like I said, no, this is how it is. And that really changed everything for me. That was when I finally stepped away from my family. Oh, hello, Paulus. Hello, Torspel. So Paulus is Torspel, and he's going to be doing readings with me at the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival from 9th to 11th of September. So if you contact me directly, you can actually book in for a reading. So it's Friday the 9th of September 9 to 6, Saturday 10th of September 9 to 6, and Sunday the 11th of September 9 to 5, or might be 9 to 6. But you can book in for readings with readings. That's good English, isn't it? with Torspel or myself. And that's beautiful that you've got a black cat, because I'm house sitting 2 black cats, and they're absolutely beautiful. And it was funny when I did the handover, I was told that one cat won't have anything to do with me and just came straight up to me for cuddles. So it's just beautiful. Hi, Belle. Hi, Terry. Thank you. And Jen's commented on that. Even with me, once I got divorced, my family kind of not involved me and my kids much, only if it's birthdays or kids' Christmas party. Yeah, it's interesting how people react in it like like people have you in a mold of what you've got to do. And if that is different or you change what you want, you know, there's unfortunately a lot of negativity with that. Um, I feel like there should be more acceptance that that's okay. You've done that, and I also feel like that can happen when people themselves haven't been, for example, happy in a marriage, but haven't done anything about it, and then they're sort of almost their noses out of joint that someone younger than them has had that bravery to do that. So I feel like there's a lot going on there. Yeah, yeah, that is Salem. Yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear of your loss of Salem. And he's also said, I'm with you, Jen and Nicole. I have the same with my, yeah. So interesting with family. And then Robert just said to that, my challenges in life have made me stronger. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and they all have. And it's interesting though, because you do have, I don't know about you, but there's sometimes I've got mental blockages. Like, you can have the most amazing, not the most amazing, but you can have a lot of crap going. And then sometimes it's just one thing that happens is like, oh, I just need to cry today, or I need. So we've all sort of got our thresholds. And I feel like when you're going through a change like that, you just got to be really kind to yourself, really. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paulus. Beautiful. I don't feel like I've had any questions. Nicole, did you have a question? Or does anyone have any psychic questions? Well, I don't know who that guy was that wanted to go on my StreamYard. Okay. And let me know where you're watching from as well, guys. So, Terry, are you watching from the US? Yeah, I know that, Nicole, but if you could ask your question. All right. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I'm just going to have a look at Nicole's question. I'm struggling with Dolce and I'm thinking about moving into a share place or exploring other options. What do you think will be the outcome, please? And thank you. I do. Okay, I'm just feeling like sneezing. So that's when there's letting go of a lot of energy. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so I'm feeling like things are sort of changing a bit quicker than you realize, Nicole. I don't feel like it's time to decide because I feel like you're going to sort of explore other options. I know you've already got. I'm feeling like you've got 3 to 4 options, but I feel like that's going to be 6 or 7. And it's kind of like some will be more specific to what you're thinking, but others will be more broad. So I know that's a bit bizarre, but I feel like you'll get whatever's the most around your living situation. I do feel like you'll be sharing, but I feel like you'll only be sharing with one other. I'm not feeling like it'll be too invasive. And I'm just feeling like whatever you're, because I'm just getting that you'll be given options where it's quite narrow and focused, but others that are too broad. I feel like you won't be going for the most narrow focused one, but the next one kind of thing. So I feel like you'll be, excuse me, like the second choice of that. Now I'm just going to start hiccuping, I think. Yeah, so I do actually feel like you will you'll move to a share place, but yeah, so it's kind of got to be really focused in where your attention is. That's where to go, but it's going to be not the most restrictive. You're going to have still going to have flexibility, is what I'm getting. The outcome. I'm just when tuning into the energy of the outcome. I'm just seeing balls juggling. And it's like you're watching someone juggling balls, and it's like, yep, I want that one. So once you're aware of what you want, you'll just manifest and you'll just get that. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Nicole. Okay, so you're in Blacksland. Beautiful. And Selena's, sorry, that's not your name. Salawan Z, South Africa. Beautiful. Thank you, Nicole. Okay. Oh, thank you, Paulus. That's beautiful. Thank you for being you, Rhonda, amazing, and I feel honoured to be part of your life. Oh, likewise. It's an amazing path for us. Amazing path with us. You asked about life direction, Paulus. I feel like you're going to help a lot of people, like more than, yeah. I feel like you're going to help a lot of people, and it's like the value in you is the one-on-one helping. But I do see you doing something like maybe to sort of 3 or 4 or 5 people. Actually, it's got to be an uneven number, so 3 or 5 people. And it's almost like not a meditation, but like a chanting or something rhythmic. So I see you doing something like that, almost like having your own circle, like once a month or something. I see you being a part of that, whether you do that yourself or you're a part of it. But I feel like that's going to be closer to home, and you're going to do something like that. And you're sort of going to heal by, it's like you're going to get messages through channeling, and you're going to tell people about that, and you're going to heal through doing that. But also in the messages that people, because you're going to have a counterpart, and I feel like it's female, or it's more feminine energy of you. It's like there's some sort of balance that helps with, and I feel like through her words, it's going to be really soulful or really healing to you. So I just see you really being in harmony and doing that sort of thing. And I feel like there's already been conversations about doing that, or you've already been invited to do something like that. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Okay, all right. Oh, you're from Taiwan. Oh, apologies. I assumed you're American by saying ma'am. But you did ask a question, didn't you? Yeah. All right, so thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. How's this Friday morning looking for me? I have a demonstration at work. I feel like it'll be fine. What I'm being told though is, Terry, not to rush it. I'm feeling like I'm almost getting it feeling like they've set up equipment for you, but you don't need it. I feel if they've set something up almost as an energetic thing, make a point of using it just in a small amount, even if you don't need to. It's kind of respectful to do that, is what I feel. So, sort of, if someone makes a suggestion around your demonstration, or would you like to use that? Just kind of almost, even if you say, I'll have this here if I need to, like make a point of acknowledging that is what I'm getting. Because I feel like that's a respectful thing to do. But I actually feel like it's going to go really well. And if you get nervous, just take a breath, or just sort of ask the audience a question while you gather your thoughts, or that sort of thing. Like there's no need to rush it, is what I'm getting. Because I know you get nervous. Thank you, Terry. Okay, let me have a look. All right. So don't forget to follow my TikTok, Rhonda's Readings. I'm going to plug it again. I am doing at the moment a pet challenge to see who's the most psychic pet of the 2 black cats and the dog that I'm looking after. Okay, beautiful. My challenges have made me the man I am today. I'll never let anyone bring me down. And the fact I don't take anyone's drama. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And what I meant from that comment, Robert, was that sometimes there can be vicarious trauma, and you cope and then suddenly something hits you, hits you like a brick wall. So Just be kind to yourself if that happens. Oh, hi, Carol. You're from Melbourne? Yeah, I grew up in Melbourne. I'm a Melbourne girl. Okay. Whereabouts in South Africa are you? I've been to Cape Town. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, let's put this out there. So the chat topic for next Wednesday is, what are you passionate about in life? So that's a pretty good topic. What motivates you? What are you passionate about? Okay, so all right, let me have a look at the next one. So, Teresa, life lately has been tough and exhausting, with both family life and finding time to develop myself spiritually. I just feel tired all the time. What do you see around this, please, and thanks? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Teresa. I'm feeling okay. I'm just feeling the need just to be stillness, just to be still. And I know that's um, yeah. I'm just getting a sense of listen to your body, and if you need to have an early night, do that. And even if you say, look, I can't do that today, I'm going to go to bed at this time. That's what I'm getting. So I just feel there's a need for you to really look after yourself, because if your batteries are completely flat, you can't help anyone, and you can't sort of manage your household and that sort of thing. I feel with developing yourself spiritually, even if you just give yourself a minute of the day. I read a book called The Laws of the Spirit World, and it basically said, even if you can't meditate and you think about food or whatever that is, try to be in your subconscious mind. So try to daydream for 1 minute of the day. So even if you have to go in the bathroom and sit on the toilet and daydream or whatever that is, and sort of do a little affirmation of what you're grateful for. And that's something that is going to help spiritually, but it's also going to sort of energize you as well. That's what I feel. I'm not concerned about your spiritual development failing or anything like that. I'm really not. So, for example, if I'm sick or I'm something or like that, I'll not do readings. I just it's my way of saying no. I need time off, and I find when I come back into it, the readings I do are just amazing. I'll do a mediumship, and I'll do, like the first minute I get like 6 things, 6 specifics or something like that. So I'm not concerned about you losing your mediumship or losing your spiritual development. There's nothing wrong with just needing to take a break from it. Like my mediumship changes all the time, and that's not a bad thing. It's just my guides are giving me what I need, or what sort of relates to my life. That's a bit of a lesson in that. So I'm really not concerned about you not finding the time, just even if it's just a minute of the day kind of thing. And a lot of people sort of place expectations of themselves of how they've got to learn to be psychic or how they've got to learn to be a medium. And it's not, and that might be something that someone's told you or something you've read in a book, but there's no hard or fast rules, and like there's no time in spirit. So, that's kind of just our ego and our fears and insecurities stepping in. So if you don't sort of do anything for 3 weeks or something, or 2 months, that's okay. That's what I feel. So hopefully that makes sense, Teresa, and sending you big hugs, and I hope everyone else in the room is sending you the love as well. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paulus. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. The dog's just crying. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. And sorry for calling you American. Yeah, absolutely. So this is Robert's comment really relates to Teresa's question. You may never know what a difference you've made in the lives of people who love you. but know this is the impact is absolutely incredible. So I feel like that's and spirit of sort of like this is how spirit works. They make in a way that I read something out. Um, I feel like that's completely relevant to you, Teresa. You've made a big difference, and um, I'm also feeling with a boy. I feel like one of your sons, Teresa. I feel like there's a bit of laziness and cheekiness. Like he's really, really clever, but he kind of will get you to do something just for the sake of, hey, I got mum to do this because I didn't have to. So I feel like you can do a good spiritual thing by teaching him, saying, okay, so you've done that, you've almost done that, but just do a little bit more kind of thing. Okay, that's easier said than done. Both kids have autism. I'm feeling pushed towards starting to do readings. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really drawn to October for you doing readings. That's the first thing that came in mind with that. Yeah, absolutely, and that would be really tough. Again, I'm feeling one of your sons is kind of being smart lazy. So just sort of be a bit aware of that. He's capable of doing more, is what I'm getting. Hi, Malik. How you going? All right. So for those of you who've just joined me, if you don't know me, I'm Rhonda Kelly, international clairvoyant and psychic medium. And if you would like to have a reading, please like and share the Facebook video on Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly or Rhonda's Readings, or please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can do both. So let me just have a look. I did. Yeah, okay, so that's your son. Yeah. Great, thank you, Teresa. Beautiful. Okay, let me have a look at Jen's question. Okay, just bear with me. All right, so Jen has said, I've just become friends with a guy named Bert who I had the hots for. I was thinking about a Bert today. So that's funny how spirit works. Who had the hots for in high school. How is he feeling about me? A bit confused is what I'm getting. I know that is probably not the answer you want. I feel like Bert is a bit not childish, but there's something childlike about him, and I'm just getting a feeling that Bert doesn't get your situation or what you've said about like I feel like if he asked you a question about some aspect of your life and you answered it, he'd say, "Oh, don't you mean that?" And you'd say, "Well, no, actually, I said this." So there's a bit of I feel like there's a bit of a mental block that Bert has in the way he communicates with other people. So I'm actually feeling like Bert you might get a bit frustrated with. So I feel like if you're not frustrated by that, then that's great. There's no problem there. But I'm just feeling like Bert gets confused easily. I know that sounds awful, and I'm not suggesting that he's um, dumb or anything. I'm just feeling like he gets confused in the way he communicates to people. Thanks for that, Jen. Okay, so all right. So I've got so please let me know that you have liked and shared the video if you would like me to answer a question. Just so that I know that you've done that. So say liked and shared and then ask the question. So let me have a look. I don't know if I answered your question, Teresa, about what part of Queensland I'm in. So I'm in the Gold Coast for a couple of weeks. Then I'm going to be in Brisbane the first 2 weeks of September. And then I'm going to be in Coolangatta the last 2 weeks of September. And then down to Coffs Harbour first weekend in October, and then back to Sydney October, and then November in Melbourne. Okay, so let me have a look. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Okay. All right, let me have a look at Natalie's question. Will my daughter come round? I want my partner to move in. Oh, she's very stubborn, actually. Um, I'm being told proceed with caution, but I also feel like you've got to do what you've got to do, and it's kind of like don't allow your daughter to be the rate limiting step. So I feel like move your partner in, and because you've already told her, um, but it's your house and you've got to be happy. So I feel like your daughter does need to come around, but she's just holding out for as long as she can. Thanks for that, Natalie. But yeah, definitely still stubborn is what I'm getting. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Teresa. Absolutely. And yeah, and happy to catch up if you want a coffee or something as well. I've got, I'm like Brisbane MBS is always flat chat. I do lots of readings, but yeah, let me know. All right. Hi, Malik. And you've obviously subscribed to my YouTube channel before. Please advise, are these companies good for me? Sakur Al Roya, Al Danub, and Al Majal Al Arabi. I'm feeling better about the second one. The second, and then the third, and then the first in that order. Thanks, Malik. He's a guy, they don't think like us women. No, absolutely. There's just a kind of, I actually like his energy, Jen. I feel like he's kind of I I get irritated by stupid people that are just can't think for themselves, and I'm not feeling he's like that, but I feel like he's dumb in certain respects, or he just, if you tell him something, he's like, "No, but I thought you'd do this." It's like, "No, that's what you'd want me to do," but that sort of thing. So I kind of don't feel like you're going to be irritated, but I feel a need to sort of tell you that just so you're aware of it. Alrighty, let me have a look. So let me have a look at Carol. Carol, I hope you shared my video. Have a 7-year-old daughter with special needs. Will she ever be able to communicate her needs and wants? Certainly, um, I'm drawn to her hand gestures. I feel like she um, can sign more so than speak. There's kind of it's kind of like her hand movements make more sense to her than words she says or hears. So I would I'm feeling like she's a bit nonverbal in using hand gestures. That's what I'm feeling. So if you can have like a booklet of what she wants that she can point at with a picture of the hands or something like that. Um, yes, but I am feeling like she can improve um, what she needs and wants. And music is okay. I'm hearing music. Um, I'm hearing kind of, what was that French band? Was it Air? That electronics. Um, I think they did the soundtrack for the Virgin Suicides and that sort of thing. I'm hearing music like that. So there's some kind of like value in her listening to electronic music or calming electronic music that I feel will help her communicate if that's in the background while she's talking. I'm also got a really sore like I had my tonsils out in my early 30s, but I suddenly felt like I had my tonsils again, like I felt that pain. So I don't know whether she's getting recurrent tonsillitis or something, but she's aware of having discomfort when she tries to talk. So if you look down her throat and you can see her, well, you can't see a Melpatty score, but see the size of her tonsils if they're touching or if there's white spots on them or something. Get some medical advice and ENT advice about removing her tonsils, because I actually feel like that will really help her communication. Thanks for that, Carol. Okay, that's okay. Thanks, Malik. Alrighty. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, let me have a look. Okay. I'm suddenly just feeling really flat. So I feel like that's like really tired. So who's that that's just joined? So okay, that was Carol I just read for you. Malik, hi. Um, okay, Nicole. So it's you I'm drawing. Okay. Hi, Nicole. I would love some guidance on health and work. Feeling a bit flat lately. It's yeah, I feel you need to check your iron levels actually. Check like have a medical checkup with your hormones and your iron levels because I'm tasting a metallic taste, and when that happens, it means you need to supplement something. So I feel like there's a medical reason of why you're been feeling flat, like a medical reason for being tired. Um, and I'm feeling like you need to do that first around health before work improves because I feel like and I do feel like your work situation, Nicole, is very stagnant. Like it's very stale and there's sort of not much movement. So you're kind of, as well as not feeling well and feeling tired, you're in an environment that's really heavy. So even see if you can take a week off or something while you're getting your health back. Because I feel like you need to sort of change that, or even have plants in the office or something. Because um, there's a need for you to be more outside than at work. And I know you have to work to live, but that's what I'm feeling. You need to change that up a bit. Thank you for that, Nicole. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, Nicole. Okay. Oh, hi, Karen. Liked and shared. Beautiful. Thank you. Hi from the South Coast. Applied for a job last week. How do you think it will go? Um, I feel positive. I feel like you're in with a pretty good chance. But I'm feeling like they're a bit slow in getting things moving. So I don't feel like you'll get it soon, or there'll be a big delay in them actually recruiting it. Um, but I'm happy you've made that connection. It's yeah, I feel like if you don't get that job, you will end up working there. Um, or or you'll get the job, but you'll start later than you think or something. That's what I'm feeling. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's like so I feel positive that you'll get the job, but I feel like there's things are in slow motion. Or it might even be you get the job, you start, and it feels like everything's going way too slow. Thank you for that, Karen. Okay, alrighty. So yeah, obviously if you're watching from Facebook, please like and share my video. And if you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, as you know, I'm on TikTok. I can madly try to plug it. So, please look at TikTok Rhonda's Readings and you can follow me. And I'm currently looking after a dog and two cats, and I'm doing a little psychic challenge to work out the most psychic of the animals. So, stay tuned for videos on that. Okay, alrighty. And thank you so much for the spiritual discussion as well. Robert, what was your question again? So we're talking about sort of challenges in life and what I forget the exact question. It was really good. Yeah, what the question was, what is unique about you? And for me, it was my life experience and my challenges and sort of how I got to be the person I am now. Okay, Malik, it's just one question per person. Okay, so let me have a look. Thanks, Karen. Alrighty, okay. If anyone is watching from America, I don't know if you know this, but I work on a couple of American platforms as well as Psychic TV Australia. Why do Americans start a conversation with "Hello, ma'am" or "Hello, sir"? That to me is really formal, and I'm aware of that when I've gone to shops in the States as well. When someone calls me ma'am, I find that a bit offensive. I think, well, I'm not 80 years old. Like I'm not ma'am. Like that to me is like a grandmother would be called ma'am. But if anyone knows the answer to that, if anyone spent time, if you could let me know that. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah. Okay, so I might just do one more. Basically, yeah, does anyone know the answer to that of why Americans call as sort of so formal in informal settings, calling us ma'am? I just I don't think I'm offended, but I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Like I'm not 80 years old. That's my first sort of thought. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so for those of you who have sort of joined me more recently, I'm Rhonda Kelly, international clairvoyant and psychic medium. If you do want to, obviously, I just do snapshot readings if I'm drawn to you. For a guaranteed reading, you pay $5 to, because I say £5, you pay $5 to PayPal, all in the description. So, also in tonight's description for the video, I've got a link to a radio interview I did in Brisbane last week for 4ZZZ. I know that some of you have watched it already. I've had comments and I've had comments on Facebook, and I've also had people sort of sending me messages. So it was basically to support fundraising for a radiothon for a community radio. So that was really nice to be invited to be a part of that. I've got other projects coming up, but I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to tell you once I've done them. So sort of doing different things. I'm in holidays in Queensland at the moment, so back to Sydney October and then touring Melbourne for November. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, but I am available for psychic readings in the Gold Coast for the next 2 weeks, and then Brisbane for the first week in September, and then the third week of September, I'm going to be in Coolangatta for reading. So that's sort of what I'm doing. Also, if anyone's interested in joining the Australian Spiritual Alliance or being a part of that, if you don't know, I'm the executive secretary. We've got an annual general meeting. So if you're interested in being a member and being a part of that, that's actually going to be Thursday in 3 weeks' time. So that's going to be our general meeting date. So let me know if you'd like anything more of that. So the website is spiritual.org.au, and you can read about the ASA. So that's something else I'm doing. So the next psychic fair that I'll be doing is in Brisbane on the 9th to 11th of September with Paulus, who you met through the audience. So we're both doing readings and we're both taking bookings for readings the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So feel free to do that. Just looking through my comments. Yeah, so someone's also said, he's a hey big ma'am too, makes me feel old. Maybe it is to show respect, be polite. Yeah, I feel like it is. I mean, no one's ever said it in a tone of, hey ma'am, like get lost, ma'am. like they've been respectful, but I'm kind of like, what the hell? Like it just sort of messes with my head. I mean, I used to call teachers in high school sir or miss, but that was just what we said. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, ma'am is something you would say to royalty or someone really old, like the Queen. It's kind of, that's just something I've got in my head kind of thing. But yeah, it really is quite funny. So no offense, Malik, for calling me ma'am. I know you didn't mean to offend me, but I'm just saying it to an Australian. It's sort of a bit like, what the hell? And that lady from Taiwan said it as well, and that made me think she was in America. Yeah, oh, thank you. So did anyone have any sort of last comments or anything? What does everyone think of the time spot? I'm obviously doing it at 7 p.m. I have been doing it at 4 o'clock in recent weeks. I'm trying to keep my business just in business hours. So that's why I started doing it at 4 o'clock, but I know it didn't suit everyone. But anyway, I will be posting that time, the day that I come online. So also for those of you who follow Psychic TV Australia, I am doing a live from 8 to 9 p.m. tomorrow night with Harry T. So it's much the same. There's a lot more people that watch it, and it's basically Harry posts questions to us, and we answer them. And I also will be doing a live with Harry next month, and it's just Harry and myself, and that will be more of a spiritual asking questions as well. So that would be awesome. All right, so I'm just going to read for Alison as the last one. Loved and shared. Is there any leads that you could give me regarding some job possibilities? My health is not that well, but I do need to sustain myself. Anything from spirit, deep appreciation. I'm feeling that it's word of mouth. I know that you're kind of it's like what you're doing is you're on a mission to get a job, and you've sort of like got a checklist and you're doing that. I just feel that you can manifest that in any other way. So actually tell your neighbors, tell people you're looking for work and what type of work, because I actually feel like it'll be a connection through word of mouth where someone will say, "Hey, I was just talking to my neighbor this morning and she's looking for that type of work. Have you got anything?" And then next time you see them, say, they'll hand you a number on a bit of paper, say, "Call this," like actually do that. So that's what I'm getting, that you'll sort of you'll get a connection through people is what I'm getting. Yeah, so thank you for that, Alison. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Karen. So yeah, obviously say hi when you when you're watching. That'll be lovely to see you. And yeah, next month with Harry, I'll just be doing a one-on-one with him. So that will be awesome. All right. But thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.